Hello guys, welcome back to BigQuadro.com YouTube channel. Let's go to start Python for beginners in sololearn. Okay guys, I opened the sololearn.com to start our tutorial about Python. In the last video in our playlist, I think talking about while loops. In season 4 in here we're talking about while loops. Now in this lesson, we want to talking about break and continue in Python. So let's go and start this lesson. Break. To the end a while loop, prematurely, we can use a break statement. For example, we can break an infinite loop if some condition is met. So it is a the point that when we want stop the infinite loop in while statement, we can use this break and we could stop this while loop like this. For example, there is a loop that said I is 0 while true. It means our loop is always true. So go and print this codes in here. Print I and then add 1 to this I, and if our I was bigger than 5, print breaking and choose this break in here. Now our loop has finished, and in the last we have this sentence in output and said finished. Let's go and run the code. Okay, in our while loop we have numbers from 0 until 5 in here, 1 0 2 3 4, and when it arrived to 5, when our I arrived to 5, we arrived to this if statement, and we don't print the 5. Instead we print this sentence in here, breaking, and then our program break this loop and get out, and then in the last print this sentence like this, finished. So it is a break statement. Continue. How many numbers does this code print? Okay, I is 5. While true, print I. So we have a 5 here because we printed, and let's minus 1 from this I. It means in the next level our I is 4, and continue this process when the I arrives to 2 or smaller, then break. Okay, we have 5 first in a first time, then 4, then 3, then when we arrive to 2, the program break because we have a condition in here. So we have a 3 number, 5 4 3, like this. Here is one example use case of break. An infinite while loop can be used to continuously take user input. For example, you are making a calculator and need to take numbers from the user to add together and stop when the user enters stop. In this case, the break statement can be used to end the infinite loop when the user input equals stop. Using the break statement outside of a loop causes an error. So if we use the break outside of a loop, we have an error. We should use it in a loop. Fill in the blanks to break the loop after printing the number 5. When we print the number 5, we should break the program. Okay, I is 0. We print the I until 5. When we arrive to 5, we break the program. It is very easy. Continue. Continue is same like break, but it had a different use case. Another statement can be used within loops is continue. Unlike break, continue jumps back to the top of the loop. The break do that stop the loop, but continue jump back to the top of the loop rather than stopping it. Basically, the continue statement stop the current iteration and continue with the next one. When we use a continue, to continue, stop this iteration right now and start the new process of our loop. For example, in here, we have that previous loop and program that start from 0, and while I smaller than 5, come and add 1 for this I and say if our I equals 3, print skipping 3 and continue. Then print I. For example, in the first level, our I is 0. When enter to this loop, our I convert to 1 because of this code. We have 1 and we arrive to this condition. Our I is 1. Does it equals 3? No. So we get out from this condition and we arrive here. We print 1. Again, our loop repeats and our I going to be 2. 2 is not 3, so print 2. Again, our I will be 3. 3 is 3 based of this condition. So we arrive to these codes in here. Our program prints skipping and our program continue this loop. It means doesn't go to this process or this code in here. Continue when our program see this continue, it's going to start up this while loop and again increase our I for full for 4, and we going to actually start our program in the next statement or next number like this: 1, 2, skipping 3, 4, 5. It is a example for continue. Can you use a continue statement to stop an infinite loop? No, we can't use it for a stop. We just use it for jump to the top of the loop. An example use case of continue. An airline ticketing system needs to calculate the total cost for all tickets purchased. Tickets for children under the age of 3 are free. We can use a while loop to iterate through the list of passengers and calculate the total cost of their tickets. Here, the continue statement can be used to skip the children's. Yes. How many number will the following code output? Okay, I is 0 while true, I add 1, and if it was 2, continue, and if it was 5, break. Okay, and we have a print I in the last. Our I in the first is 1. 1 is not in all of these conditions in here, so we have a 1 in output and then 2. When it arrived to 2, uh, it arrived to this continue statement, so it's going to the first of the loop, and our I it's going to be 3. 3 is true, and we have 3 in the output also, so we have 2 numbers until here. And again, our I will be 4 is also print in output, and we have three numbers in here. And again, it's going to be 5. 5 is in this condition and must to break the program. So totally we have three numbers out in output in this program. Okay guys, we arrived to this practice. Let's go and solve it. Coming back to our course. It said you are making a ticketing system. The price of a single ticket is $100. For children under 3 years are free. So your program needs to take the age of 5 passengers as input and output the total price of their tickets. Okay, so we should use a while loop and continue or break statements. Okay, let's clear these comments in here and continue our code under this variable in total name. Okay, we use a while in here and we say until actually it's true always. Okay, we use while true. Okay, now we should get these uh, total numbers, total of tickets or age. Yes, age. So we said input. Say input. Actually, I think put it in okay. I write a ticket in here. So what happened? Oh, so we should write age variable in here and get this age as integer like this and set enter your for example age. When the user enter his age in here, we should calculate that what is this age, or we said if the age bigger or equals 3 or was this. So let's uh, let's add 1 for this total. Okay, and continue. Yes, let's add to this, or else if the age was equals to or smaller to 3, continue our program. Okay, so if I enter 3, I think 3 is no, 3 is the amount of our main age. If I enter actually 10 in the input, it's going to add a number for this total and continue our row. Else, if age was, for example, 2, it doesn't do anything and just going to the top of our while loop and starts it, repeat it again. Okay, so in the last, like in here, just need to calculate our total. We said print total multiple by 100 and just this. Let's go run our code. Okay, it was false. Why? Because it had the error in here and said else if age smaller than 3 unindented does not match any other indentation level. Okay, let's run it again. Also this error. Okay, why? I think there is a problem in here. No. Okay. It's a unexpected intent for if. Okay, in here and this one also in here. No, it will be true. Invalid syntax. Why? Because well, if age smaller than 3, I think you should use else if. Run it again. Also invalid. So why invalid? I think it was about that. Okay, let's try this. Else if we use again the new if in here like this. If age was smaller than 3, then continue. I try to use a correct indentation. It's indentation. Okay, so where is the problem, boy? I don't know where is the problem. And there is a point that we just need to get a 5 number, and I think our while loop is infinite, so we should correct this. So we need a actually counter in our while loop, so we should use uh, this. For example, we should name a counter and equals 0, and when each time our program will run, this counter count our code's time. So it is 0 in first, and when this while loop run, then in the last, and this time get counter plus equals 1. Okay, why? Because uh, yes, I think it will be here. I don't know. Okay, let's start again our code. I think the problem is in here. I stop the video and solve the problem and come back and say you where it was the problem. Okay guys, I write a variable counter in here and equals 0. Now we said while our counter is smaller than 5, and we get a input in here in age, and we say if age was bigger than 3, and say total plus 100 like this, and we don't need this actually in here, and just we said plus a 1 to counter, and in here we don't need to multiply by 100 because we had this in here. Now let's do check it. Okay, what's true? So if the user enter 20, 32, 212, we should have a 200 in output because 2, 1, and 2 doesn't matter, and it doesn't have any cost for tickets. Okay, guys, this coach completed, and the last question: which statement is used to stop the loop, break, and finish? Thank you, guys. Please like this video and comment your opinion. Share for your friends. I'll see you in the next lesson. I think this season was finished. Yes, in the next lesson we're going to solve this actually exam and this project in the next video. I see you and goodbye.